going to turn over to Ian Greenstreet, who has several different hats he wears, but one which is very interesting is his role as a board member of Diamond Bank in Nigeria. And I'd like him to tell you something about how Diamond Bank, for example, works very closely with some of these government agencies.
Thank you very much, Paul. Like you, I wear two hats. I chair Infinity Capital Partners. We're a regulated institution providing advice to financial institutions, infrastructure, and the energy sectors. And I also a board member of Diamond Bank. Look, in the context of power, starting out a power project is not for the faint-hearted. It's not something that you just fall out of bed and decide the next day I'm going to build a power project. Often the first point of contact locally is with a bank locally, such as Diamond Bank. We take the view that once we have shared values, which is extremely important from our perspective, and a shared high-performance metrics approach to getting a project done, we will back that project. And by backing that project, we'll not only back that project with our own balance sheet, but we will back that project in terms of accessing some of the agencies that you've heard about just now. And we will help structure the project so they comply with some of the requirements that have just been set out. And I think this is really important because our view is that you really have got to plan your way through being able to effect a successful power project. Planning is really very key. Making sure you've got the right EPC contractors, the right project managers, the right sponsors. And we should also be quite candid here. Many projects fail because they simply don't reach financial close. And one of the things that we do at the bank is we will ensure that they do reach financial close. So we actually, if you like, sort of have a dual capacity really here, advising the local promoter, and as well as sort of acting as a sort of a reference point into the agencies here, so that the finance can be accessed and applied. Front desk is we've been very heavily involved in geometric power, the first indigenous independent power project in Nigeria. And this conference has talked a lot about PPAs. Well, it's very interesting in that project. You've essentially got a multitude of basically people who pay for that power. You've got the industrials, you've got the retail, as well as the grid. And that kind of model, I think, will be successful, is going to be successful because it's going to complete next month. But could be and will be, in our view, a model that can be applied across Nigeria and also across the continent of Africa, because the amount of discussion that's taking place on PPAs, should they be local, should they be foreign currency, you're making a large investment, how are you going to get repaid? That kind of approach is a commercial, private sector approach, which we're absolutely convinced will be a model.